Hello, everyone. This is Storytime Larry. On this one, I want to talk about a court case I sat on one time as juror. And this actually was a pretty interesting case right here. You see, it involved a woman stabbing a man in self-defense. Now, it all started, I think it was 2012, something. I remember it was New Year's in 2000. And so the guy and the girl, they're actually boyfriend and girlfriend at one time. The thing is, when they started drinking, sometimes she would beat on him, sometimes he would beat on her, and so it just didn't work out. So soon enough, they broke up, and she moved down the street from him. And I'm not sure why she wouldn't just move out the entire area, but whatever, she moved. Now, during that New Year's, she went ahead and decided to have some friends over. She also decided to invite her ex-boyfriend there. Now, yet again, I don't know why she did that either. I mean, if you're next, you're next. You're not supposed to, really deal with each other. You got to move on. But so he's there. He's at the party. He goes into her bedroom real quick, and when he went into the bedroom, he found her and another man making out. He gets he gets angry, and so the other guests hear the commotion. They tell the guy, "All right, it's time for you to go." Now he goes back home, but when he goes back home, he comes back with a bat in his hand. She sees this. She runs up and punches him right in the mouth. When she punches him in the mouth, he called the police. They came, they arrested her, and then they hauled her off. Now she was in lockup for I think she said till at least 1 o'clock in the 1 o'clock in the morning, which means she missed the ball drop and all that. But when she came back to her house, she found that he was still in there. Now the reason he was in there because they both had a mutual friend, and the mutual friend he actually lived at the house, and he when he came home, he saw all the cop cars and he wondered what was going on. And so her ex-boyfriend was explaining all that to her. And so when she got home and found her at still in her house, it got bad real fast. It got real crazy. Now here's where the stories split off. The guy says that he was about to leave, but then he went ahead and there was a cooler on the ground. He went ahead and tried to pick up a beer before he left, and she stabbed him on the shoulder. Now she says that. Oh, by the way, this took place in the kitchen. Now she says that while they were in the argument, he tried to scoop her by her legs. She fell back on the counter, and she felt a knife near her fingers. She grabbed it and then stabbed him in the shoulder. Now, where she stabbed him was actually on the top part of the shoulder, like near the neck. Now, at first, when I heard you got stabbed in the shoulder, I'm thinking, that's not that bad. I mean, all right, it's bad, but it's not like you're gonna die. But the angle that the knife went into actually went into his lung, and so it almost killed him. And so she was put on charges, so like assault with deadly weapon, attempted murder, things of that nature. So it was looking bad for her. But so when they went ahead and did the jury thing, I was actually picked as an alternate, so I sat out that one. But when the jury came out, they decided to say not guilty. Now, to be honest, I don't think she was right in what she did, but I don't think she was guilty. And now here's what I'm thinking. The moment the guy went ahead and when the guest told the guy to leave, that should have been it. He should have went home and stayed home or went somewhere else. But instead, this guy he decides to come back with a bat in his hand. Now, me personally, if I know there's somebody that does not like me and he's in my house and he has a bat in his hand, I'm pretty sure it's not to play baseball. I'm probably going to strike him too before he can hit me with that bat. Now, I know bats they can actually kill people if you hit somebody right with it. Now, the next thing I noticed is that, of course, she gets arrested and she goes to jail. And I know that's the whole thing is, humiliating and, makes you angry and all that. But the guy, he should not have stayed. The ex-boyfriend, he should not have stayed in that house, though. He could have easily told the guy, like, outside the house or down the street somewhere. Because, he knows at some point she's going to come back. And so, the moment she comes back in the house, he should have left automatically. So I had to stop real quick. But he should have left automatically. Now, the other thing that that's kind of gets to me is the placement of the knife. Now, if he was bending over to what's it called, get a beer, I'm thinking he would have been stabbed in the lower back or like the top of the shoulder. But for that to happen, I mean, it's not impossible to the very, very, near next, not that impossible, but that's a hard shot. Now, if he's trying to scoop up our legs, now that would have been a good shot. And the other thing I noticed that she only stabbed him one time. Now, if she was mad, I mean, if she was mad, but if she meant to, there have been multiple stab wounds. He wouldn't have just stopped at one. So that kind of tells me that there's a strong chance that she was probably taken by surprise when she did that. And that's just because of that, I honestly don't believe she's guilty. But I do believe they should never, meet each other ever again. I think, just leave each other alone. But tell me what y'all think. Who do you think was the guilty one on this one? This story time, Larry. See you next time.